And we're live. Ready? Here we go. He used to drink a lot, now he talks a lot. He'll keep you on your toes. It's the Eric Miranda Show. When I drank a lot, I would fight a lot. I might punch you in your nose. It's the Eric Miranda Show. Some people will tell me I am crazy. But if you listen closely, I'm unbelievable. I used to drink a lot, now I talk a lot. I'll keep you on your toes. It's the Eric Miranda Show. Woo!
Woo!
He used to drink a lot, now he talks a lot. He'll keep you on your toes. It's the Eric Miranda Show. When he drank a lot, he would fight a lot. He might punch you in your nose. It's the Eric Miranda Show. There are people who would tell you he is crazy, but if you listen closely, he's unbelievable. He used to drink a lot, now he talks a lot. He'll keep you on your toes. It's the Eric Miranda Show.
Yoo-hoo!
Hola.
Jesse Taylor from the car in Texas. Listen, man, I was going to tell you something. I told Elliot that he can't come on tonight because he's in the car, and now you're in the car. And I'm literally, no, I'm going to get sued. You don't understand that, right?
Canceled.
Yeah, I'm going to get canceled. He's going to tell everybody that it's because he's a man of color that he can't. But I sent him the link.
Well,
So-
you're the one that did this. So
I didn't do it. You did it. You showed up. In the car. What's going on, man? How was your week?
My week has been a little crazy. I got a bunch of work issues. I was traveling. I was in North Carolina twice in the last 10 days.
Ugh.
By the way, next week, I meant to tell you this. I think I got to miss the show. I'm flying to Vietnam again next week.
Uh-oh. Good morning.
I leave Wednesday, so I got to look when I actually land. I might make the show. I got to check what was that?
I said good morning in Vietnam.
It'll be good morning at some point.
Yeah, what a great movie that was, right? By the way, I'm a Churchill guy, and this says keep calm. And dude, I can't even I can't even get a cup in front of a camera. Keep calm.
No, you can't.
Keep calm and
Keep
carry
calm
on.
and carry on.
Listen, I want to apologize to everyone for eating pumpkin seeds last week. I looked at it. I looked like I was a grazing cow.
I thought they were cashews.
No, that was Chad. That was Chad Cunningham. We had a really gross conversation about cashews. He did it. He said, "You ruined I said, "You said it, not me."
Creamy and salty.
Yeah, inferences. So I wanted to bring up the lead I put up on Facebook, and I can't because it's on. I can't get to the right account on my computer because I never go on Instagram on the computer. And you know what? I wonder if I can get on TikTok. And if I put it up on, what do you call it? On YouTube, the show is playing live. So, why does TikTok do this? It's like I tried to go to TikTok and and then I see these cartoons. It's like, stop. TikTok annoys me because you go on it and it's playing something. It's like, dude, I make that choice, not you, right?
Yeah.
So I've been
I don't have
obsessed.
TikTok.
I've been upset. Well, they're trying to ban it in Congress, and Trump's in trouble with some of the more libertarian dudes because apparently he's been against it. It's China, all this other stuff, and now the guy Yass, who owns 33 billion in shares, went to Mar-a-Lago or whatever that place is.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and now Trump's backing off, saying, "Well, we don't want Facebook to have a monopoly." It's like, dude. Ain't getting away with it.
Nope.
Everybody's and Ron Paul's son, Ron Paul, the father, is not a buyable guy. They've tried to buy him. He's not, and that's why he never really went anywhere past, a congressman from Texas. Rand Paul's got a price. See the man, it's the Senate. The senators are the scumbags. Read about Rome. how many times do I think about the Roman Empire?
You always think about Rome. I never think about Rome except when I'm with you.
Well, that's why we're in trouble, because guys like you aren't thinking about Rome. Rome is dude. History is the mathematics of politics. If you know history, you say, oh yeah, Marius plus Caesar equals, dictator for life. Like that. But and then my son and I were watching Alexander the Great on. Hang on. By the way, it's a mandolin. I don't want anybody saying, "Hey, I like when you played the ukulele." That's a big one, dude. I get it all the time. Like, hey, dude,
ukulele.
I saw you online playing the ukulele. It's like I've never played one.
Ukulele is
there's nothing wrong.
Cool.
There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with the ukulele. But on this, I play Bill Monroe and Bach. You don't do that on a ukulele. You play Don Ho.
Well, Don. What happened to Don Ho?
What do you mean?
When we were kids, Don Ho was a big deal.
Well, dude, if Don Ho were still alive, he'd be dead. Like people always like, dude, what do you think Hendrix would be doing if he was still alive? I'm like, he'd be dead.
What do you think Don Ho would be doing?
Well, dude, I love when people say Elvis is still alive. It's like, okay, even if Elvis was still alive, he'd be dead because he'd be in his 80s.
Well,
no, he lived hard, dude. Come on, dude. He was caught in a trap. He can't
hold back.
He's caught in. Oh, you know what? I think I told Chris Flugmacher I was going to sing some Elvis. Does anybody have an Elvis request for me?
Love Me.
Let me see. Love Me. No, nobody can sing that. Love me.
Did I tell the story of Love Me on here?
About you sing? Yeah, I think you did. What was the Elvis song?
So no, I was in Tupelo, Mississippi. There was this huge, like, obese Elvis impersonator, and there was like 6 people in the bar. And they went, I'll sit down, I'll take some requests. So I walked over and I went, Love Me. And he went, yeah, I could do that. And I said, no, I meant the song. He started cursing at me. He got mad at me.
Really?
He said, I ain't no F word.
You know what's funny, man? So there's this dude I play paddleball with, right? His name is Johnny. I'm going to say he's in his mid-70s. And he always wants to talk about music. And like, when people want to talk about music, the first thing I always try to remind people right up front is that I don't really like music. I just happen to play music.
You say this all the time.
Dude, look, I like music, but I'm not you remember, dude, like you dragged me to see Queen. I wasn't going to see Queen when we were kids. You made me do it. I'm glad you made me do it. Dude, when I see a concert, I like going backstage, seeing the crowd 30,000 strong out. So, like, that's what I like. I don't like crowds. I don't like somebody. Remember that tragic thing that happened with the Great White when that club caught on fire? I think it was in New Hampshire. People like, dude, what would you do in that situation? I'm like, I wouldn't be there. I would, if I were in that club, I'd be like, I hate my friends for dragging me here, and I'm standing right by the door.
That's why I don't leave my house.
What was that?
That's why I don't like to leave my house.
Well,
I don't get hurt by pirates because I don't go in the water.
Pirates.
So remember a few years ago, pirates made a comeback?
Yeah, pirates were definitely making. And do you remember when I was the pirate king in 4th grade? Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly. Hello, the wife.
The wife.
Play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart.
I remember a lot about 4th grade. Really, absolutely, almost nothing. But I don't remember that. I'm sorry. But it sounds great.
Dude, I was probably great. I was the pirate king, and then they wanted to put me in performing arts school, and my parents went to see it, and they were like, he's amazing. And then I'm not going to say which parent said it, but one of them said, we're not sending him there with a bunch of liberal faggots. And that was the end of my acting career.
The funny thing is, I can't guess which of your parents that would have been.
No. Well, only one said it.
Well, I'll tell you what. If both of them said
That's a good point.
I can tell you what. I'm not going to tell you who said it. It's unfair because they're both dead and they can't defend themselves. Thank God wife is back. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Glad you like us so much. It's the wife show. So anyway,
we missed your wife. I did anyway.
So, dude, you trying to fuck my wife?
No.
So
my wife's in the car with me with headphones on.
Dude, listen, man. Dude, Bobby Kelly's got this really funny joke. I saw him Tuesday night, and he's like, look, there are different levels of gay. He's like, would I let a tranny blow me with boobs and like hot? Yeah. He said, would I let a Yankee fan blow me? Like, hey, dude, we're gonna win this year. He's like, no, that's totally gay. So anyway, so what I completely lost my train of thought.
You were talking about how you hate music.
Oh no, so right, so look,
You don't really like music.
I don't look. I love working on music. I love, dude. Okay, so can anybody get my Brian May solo up without it making?
I could put it up on my phone.
But no, hang on a second. The problem here is if I go to, I'm just afraid that I'm gonna play. What's going on? Why does this happen, guys? I don't know how to use social media. I'm a complete moron. What I want to do is I want view your channel. Okay, I don't want, because I'm live right now. I think I got it, guys. Okay, here's the lead. Ready? Here we go. This is, let me share this. Let me share this on the screen, and we're going to talk about this. Let me see. Share screen, and then we're going to share YouTube, and then we're going to share this. Now, let me tell you what my issue is with this. My issue is that I put bullshit up all the time. I put BS up all the time. I play like fast things. I play some, and people are like, dude. I put that up. It's one of the most difficult things I know how to play. It's so subtle. The vibrato, the bends, like Brian May's a genius. I'm starting to think, do people think he's just like a slower Steve Vai or something? Do people realize that the guy is just a thing unto himself? I don't know. And it bothers me. So I love listening to that lead and playing that lead and being like, nobody else fucking hears it. No, I'm like a weirdo. Yeah. Like I learn these things at 3 a.m. I'm like, oh my God. Did you hear that? I'm like, Sheila, he like bends a half step and then slides up a whole step on the other string. Like that's what I do. And then people like, hey, dude, you hear that song? Like, dude, didn't you turn me on to the Donnas? Who was it that you told me to listen to? You told me that like it was some shitty girls band. I'm like, come on, dude, stop. So I love music in some very personal way. So when people want to talk music, I get annoyed. But I will tell you, this
Wet
guy,
Leg?
Wet Leg are great. Do you like?
I think that's what I.
No. I love Wet Leg. Wet Leg's a thing, man.
You probably just hate
Shades Lounge. Shades. No. That's the guy who I'm working with. The guy Tim Hatch. He's a big. I mean, I love music, but.
But you're turning into Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Looking when I was a little nappy-headed boy.
Have you ever seen Stevie Wonder on Sesame Street years ago?
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy. I love Stevie Wonder, but like, oh, it was on Sesame Street. You're not doing shit for anybody. You're freaking kids out because they're like, why is this guy blind? They don't know about that shit yet. How does he count? Do you use an abacus? I mean, like, seriously. Dude, I love Steve. Dude, Songs in the Key of Life may be one of my favorite records of all time. By the way, Francis Dunnery is so funny. That guy is so musical, loves all great music. He hates Stevie Wonder.
Really?
What's up? And Brian May's a genius. Dude, he knew how to use the pentatonic scale better than anyone else out there. But now this is actually very funny because Nuno Betancourt, what's the name of that guy? I always forget his name. The white-haired guy, the musicologist. He's got that show. He's like on the air 7 years now. He's got everybody's on it. Beto. He's really great. The guy really knows his stuff. He had Nuno on it, and Nuno, when he met the other guys in the band, they geeked out before they started Extreme because they were all talking in a club about Brian May. They call him the Bender, and I'm like, do they know in England that means you're gay? When you're in England, if somebody says, oh, a couple of benders, it means gay dudes, right? So I don't think Nuno knows that because he was using the term loosely. But they were talking about Brian May's bends on his guitar. And I'm like, thank God. Like, I got to hang out with Nuno because other people just think Ray rightfully said he knows how to use the pentatonic scale better than anyone, but his bends are what nobody can do. Like somebody said, hey, Eric, you got Brian May's tone down. I'm like, now all I need is his fingers. The guy does things that are so superior to what people. It's not that he's the greatest guitar player ever. There are so many great guitar players, including Nuno back and forth. The guy's a genius. But Brian May, people don't seem to know why he's so good. And that's what drives me crazy.
Well, what drove you crazy about your video was people complimenting it for the wrong reasons.
Well, right. But no, I don't mind layman. I got a lot of nice compliments. As a matter of fact, I got to jujitsu this morning and the instructor, Eddie, he's like, dude, I saw that lead. That was great. I appreciate that people, the laymen like it. But what I'm saying is the musicians in all of my Red Special forums, all the people who know me because I have the Guyton guitar. So I'm like a known guy. And they're like, oh, yeah, cool. It's like, I watch your videos. You suck. You should be like, Eric, salami, baloney. Like, it's so annoying. They don't know.
They don't see your genius.
They don't see my.
Some people tell you, he might tell you he's crazy. But if you listen to him, he's unbelievable. I mean, it's in the song.
It's in the song. How did I not see that coming?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like Caesar.
And who wrote that song?
Me, dude.
Exactly.
Dude, when you read about the Gallic Wars, Julius Caesar's brilliant. I'm talking about the Roman Empire again. When you read about Julius Caesar's conquest of Gaul,
he said Gaelic.
Gaelic, yeah, exactly. As opposed to what, a Hebrew? Listen, yeah. Oh, I'm not going to tell that joke. I can't. Should I tell that joke? My dad.
I don't know what it is, but no.
My dad used to say, "What do you call a gay Irishman? A Gaelic. Hello, Denise. What do you call a gay Jew? A Hebrew." And then he'd say, "What do you call a gay Italian?" I'd say, "What?" And he'd say, "A fucking guinea cocksucker."
God.
My dad. In that, you can't cancel me. He's dead, and it was a long time ago. No,
yeah, it's a pretty good joke.
But the thing is, what's going on, Jerry? So the thing about, I have to turn my comments off. I'll let Sheila be the curator. Oh, did I say you?
Sheila, I'm not doing anything today.
All right. So no, but listen, this is what, like, so there's a guy, I don't want to leave. I'll use Steve Acetta. I don't know if you guys, well, Sheila knows Steve because he's been to our home. But do you remember Steve Acetta? He's a couple of years older than us, Island Park guy. Really great musician. By the way, he's the guy writes and records. My dad had jokes for sure. Hello, Lorraine. So Steve Acetta is, I don't know that he's the best guitar player, drummer, but he's a multi-instrumentalist. And this guy writes songs, good songs all the time. And he's constantly recording. So it's like somebody kind of like said like something like a little and I was like, dude, you talk about music and you play guitar. This guy is, so Steve is so prolific. He's so productive. So I'm not going to mention the other person's name, but he said, dude, I told Paul so-and-so that you and I recorded together. And he said, yeah, that guy Eric's a dick. And I was like, who's Paul so-and-so? He goes, oh, he used to live next door to Barbara Costa when you were dating her. I said, dude, I was 14.
Well, you are a dick.
Right. But this is the thing. But he told him not that I was a dick. I am a dick. And I said, you know what pisses me off, dude? I said, I am a dick. But he doesn't know why.
Exactly.
So I said, this is like when people think Jimi Hendrix is great because of the national anthem and Purple Haze. And it's actually Hey Joe and The Wind Cried Mary. Like, they don't even know why he's great. And that's what's going on with Brian May. People think he's great for all of these. What's going on, Joe? Somebody sent me a video of them playing Tie Your Mother Down after I sent that video. I put that online. And the notes were almost correct, and they weren't played correctly at all. And I said, dude, that's not even close. He said, what's the difference between what you're doing and I'm doing? I said, that being the lead in Tie Your Mother Down would be like you putting a picture of me on your face, walking into my house and saying, hi, Sheila, I'm home. It's just, there's nothing in it whatsoever.
I think I've done that. No.
Yeah. If she wanted to fall. Can you please can your wife hear what's going on? Tell her to get off that podcast.
No, she's got her headphones on.
So what frustrates me, honestly, about music in general is that I don't think people know what they're listening to. Like I hate admitting when people say Beatles or Stones, I always say the Stones, and I'm actually lying. I love the Rolling Stones, but the Beatles, to me, when I hear Rubber Soul and when I hear Sgt. Pepper's, it's just on a different level
Yeah,
entirely.
but people aren't listening in the same way. Again, people aren't listening. People listen to pop music or any music because they like what they hear. Now
But
we
dude, pop,
analyze what
but
we're
hang on,
listening to.
but hang
You don't
on,
have to. Everyone cares why something's good.
Ian.
It's just good.
I'm talking about musicians who
No,
don't
I
know.
get you.
They don't listen. I'm going to tell you a story. My nephew Christopher is a talented kid. He is. He plays trombone, he plays trumpet, he plays guitar, he plays drums, and he plays all of them well. But one night he was playing drums in a club downtown, and Ming Dynasty came in. We were going to warm up for a tour at this open microphone, and he's playing drums, and I grabbed a drumstick and I just kind of moved him off the drum, and I took over for him in this disco song. And when I got behind the drums, everybody started dancing. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, how did you do that? And I tried to explain to him for 2 months after that, the difference between what I was doing and what he was doing. And he not only couldn't hear what I was saying, he didn't want to hear it. He was annoyed at it.
Yeah.
The difference between Jimmy Page and every pub guitar player is like 2%. But that 2% is like.
But Eric, I sell furniture for a living. I sell for a living.
Yeah.
The difference between and you've sold in your life often. I try and teach people some of the psychology and the technique of it. Some people have a really good personality. They're good at. They have a certain skill set, but they're missing sometimes why they're good or why they're not good. I have a friend. His skills are better than me, but he can't do as good a job because he doesn't actually dig in and understand what he's missing.
100%.
It's the same thing.
Right.
There's a lot of people with a lot of skills on the guitar, and they don't really understand why they're not
right.
great.
But when you say you're
They think they
passionate,
are.
when you say you're passionate about something and you don't investigate it, it's like it's unbelievable to me.
I think it's something different.
What do you think it is?
I think there's an academic approach, and I think there's a combination of an academic approach and an emotional approach.
But it's not. But
if you're only approaching it from an academic perspective, you're learning the steps, you're learning the ingredients, you're learning all of those things, but you're not understanding the emotion and the feeling, and you're not listening for
it. It should be all
in sales or in music.
But I think with we're talking about music. So music, most of our favorite musicians were not trained.
Hang on.
Hang on. No. Well, let me say. Okay. They did teach themselves and study. When I say study the masters, whether it be Chuck Berry or John Lennon, okay, but they studied the masters.
Okay, but when you say they
understood what was going on,
when you say they didn't study, what's going on, Paul?
I'm just
no. Listen. By the way, so just so you guys know, guys, Paul is an English musician. I know him through Phil Beaumont and Francis Downey. This guy's incredible, and he's got 5. Paul, he needs to send us a picture of his. I don't know how he could do it, but we need. Next week I'm putting up a picture of his guitar collection. It's unreal. I believe. Do you still own a music store? Do you own a music store, Paul? Do I have that right? Anyway, this guy's a brilliant guy, and yes, the wife is correct that there needs to be an emotional component. But I also know you and Aziz and Phil Beaumont, you guys don't just approach the emotional aspect of it. You hone your skills. Like you guys do things that I see and I'm like, oh, somebody had to learn that. Now, when you say our favorite musicians didn't study music, they didn't study Bach and they didn't study.
They didn't learn how to read music.
Listen, dude. Some of them did. Jimmy Page knows how to read music. But yeah, Paul. So I'm gonna get a picture of Paul's guitar collection. I went to his home one time in England, somewhere near Oswestry, and I was stunned.
Oh, near Oswestry Street?
I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, Sheila gets it. Everybody's going to sit here and kiss Sheila's ass because she's the girl on the show, but I'm going to tell you right now, she's actually only half. So what I'm saying is Ian is a songwriter and a poet and an artist, and as a salesman, he has integrity, even though it wasn't his first choice of what he wanted to do. So if he has integrity for sales, why don't guitar players have integrity for guitar? It's like, oh, my passion's guitar. It's like, then why do you suck? And I'm being a dick. And another thing, next person who says I'm making duck lips on my posters for the show. Okay, guys, That's my fucking skinny, bony ass, just like my mother's face. All right. There's nothing okay. Mike Orza. You know what? I'm thick skinned, but I'm going to tell you all,
No, you're not.
you're all fat faced. You all look like a bunch of chipmunks. Fucking
That's
fat.
it. Insult the audience.
I'm insulting the audience.
Yeah, but you know, Eric, you and I.
But I would have to say
back
Mike,
on track here.
Mike Orza is a handsome guy. He just doesn't have my.
Nice.
Fuck you, Corey. Do you remember Corey, first singer of Snafu? That guy, Corey. I have those.
Shit,
I
Corey.
have those
I do remember
recordings.
Corey.
By the way, I have those recordings. Corey's gonna flip when I send them to him. I have a version of him going, "Throw my chicken out the window," and I can't do it, but he can. Jerry, you have duck lips. Jerry Murray has a skinny little pucker face. So, but getting back to this thing, all I'm saying is, I don't care. Look, I got a lot of nice compliments on that lead. I got it from some musicians, blah, blah, blah. But when I put it in the Red Special forums, the ones that are like, because again, I have the I have the closest thing to Brian May's guitar on earth. That's according to Brian May. And I'm good at playing it. And I go to the conventions. I'm friendly with a lot of these people. And a couple of people said nice things. But the guy who sent me that Tie Your Mother Down, I'm like, dude, you're deaf. Like that guy needed to be like, Eric, oh my God, you're amazing. And then if I put like Ace Frehley, if I put Shock Me up, people are like, dude, you're amazing. It's like, Shock Me is a great lead. It's not that. Brian May is a painter. But you have to move it out of the box. Look, Jimmy Page, like yeah, I mean, look, Jimmy Page and Brian May and David Gilmour. I mean, there's so many great guitar players, but Ian was saying that they're not educated. But Ian, I know what you mean. They didn't study theory.
They didn't study. I mean, I think Jimmy Page could read music.
The
studio
right,
guys can.
but
that's all. But they invested the time. I agree with you.
And they invented what we think is good. Chuck Berry, he stole it from Sister Rosetta Tharpe, but he essentially, since she's a woman and we just discarded her because we're racist, sexist idiots, he essentially invented rock and roll guitar, even though Sister Rosetta Tharpe did. And Robert Plant kindly put it on a record. Sister Rosetta came before us. But my point is, they didn't. If you listen to Jeff Beck, his timing is perfect. If you listen to Jimmy Page is sloppy. God bless you. I wish I could play like that. These guys are so calculated, and they're so. By the way, what's the the Commodore song? Easy. That dude goes. That slide is the hardest thing in the world because he goes. His timing's perfect. I keep going.
It's
too fast.
like every time Elliot Easton ends a lead, it's perfect.
Well, Elliot Easton's a different animal. Like technically, he's just crazy and he's country and he's funky.
But nobody ends a lead better than Elliot Easton.
No, he's amazing. He's amazing. But guys, I'm just saying this. I need guys like Paul, who was just on Salty Hog. And Corey Moore. I don't know if Corey plays music anymore, but he's a really he was I looked up to him as a kid because I've never heard anybody. I still never heard anybody sing like him. He's really great. So when they give me a compliment on something, it means something. But sometimes people compliment and he's like, "Do you know why it's good, or do you just say, oh, it's Tie Your Mother Down, it's good?" I can play Brighton Rock note for note, and it's a hard lead and it's fast and it's all. And never mind the delay stuff. It's just hard to play. I can play that, and if I play it in front of people, they're like, "Ooh!" And I'm telling you, it's harder to nail Tie Your Mother Down.
Could you tell your Matt Sorum story?
By the way, yeah. Oh, Corey, I mean it sincerely, dude. You really, I mean it. So yeah, I feel like a little bit of a dick. I like him so much, and
Matt Sorum was cool in the story. I think
he was very cool in the story. So we're at a party, and I was with a friend of mine, and Matt Sorum started playing. By
the way, does everyone know who Matt Sorum is?
Matt Sorum played with Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Really, really great drummer and a nice guy. So he was playing. He was playing Four Sticks incorrectly. Four Sticks. So Four Sticks is it's like a Buddy Rich thing where. Can you guys hear that? So he's hitting the right hand and the hi-hat, and he's doing a roll. Can you hear that? So it's and he goes, right. So it's like this. It's like a really funky jazzy thing. It's like a Buddy Rich thing, and he was playing it 4 on the floor, like a floor tom, almost like a Bo Diddley thing. And I said to my friend who knew him, I'm like, yeah, that's not right. And he's like, go, show him. And I'm like, well, and I kind of like, and I got pushed onto the drums. And when I said that it wasn't correct, I thought I was going to get mugged at a party, but it was all LA musicians, and I would smack the shit out of all of them because I'm not into fighting. And I played it, and he went, dude, that's right. He goes, wow. And he actually asked me to kind of lay it out for him, and that was totally cool. But I don't think that was that he doesn't have critical ears. I think it's just that everybody was playing stuff and calling out songs, and he just got as close as he could. That guy is too good that if he went in to learn that. Now, Dave Grohl, like, dude, oh, I love John Bonham. Then why do you hit so hard? Because John Bonham doesn't. Like, this thing that John Bonham's a basher, he hits hard sometimes. So all these people who remember that, did you guys see that stupid documentary, Count Me In?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was terrible. And the guy, I always tell people that Jane's Addiction would be one of the greatest bands of all time if they only had a real drummer and a real guitar player. They're not, I mean, David Navarro's an adequate guitar player, but he's not a melody maker like Jimmy Page and Beck and Clapton. He's just not that level. And that drummer bangs along with the songs. He doesn't drive the songs. He clanks along to them. Oh man, am I crazy?
You're on fire.
I'm like just ranting and
I've said 6 words tonight.
All right.
I've said 4.
So okay, listen, I'm gonna back off in a second. But so
You're great.
But in that documentary, Count Me In, and Steve Haas, who's a really great drummer. Sheila, remember we saw him play with Manhattan Transfer that time?
Yeah.
He's so good. And saw him ranting and raving. He's like, these people act like John Bonham invented jazz. And that was one problem. But the problem really was that people don't know what they're listening to. The girl who ended up playing with Motley Crue, I don't know her name. She's blonde hair. And she's good, but she's like, when I heard John Bonham, I went out in my garage and started banging my drums as hard as I could. And I'm like, why? He didn't do that. It's like and guess who? So Nick McBrain, is that the guy from Iron Maiden?
Nico McBrain.
McBain. Fantastic. He talked about Joe Morello and John Bonham in the same idea about what
he was good in that show.
He was great. And then Roger Taylor, of course, because he's in Queen.
Had to get there.
And he's amazing. We had to get to Roger Taylor. He's amazing because Roger Taylor with that fast, he's like, Freddie and I saw them in like 1969. And he just said he heard John Bonham, and he's like, the way he tuned his drums, the way he swings, his technique, his speed. Like this guy, Roger Taylor, he was in a little band known as Queen. He hears John Bonham and he hears what's really happening. And that's why when you hear Roger Taylor, he's great because he gets it. I'd rather listen to you sing than play guitar. What do you want me to sing? What do you want me to sing, Chris?
4 sticks.
It's
a hard thing to sing.
Is there a word in it?
Sing a lead. Sing a lead.
Come on, Chris. See, Chris is afraid I'm going to sing him a love song. What do you want me to sing you, Chris? Come on, Chrissy, baby.
Why don't you sing Eric Carmen died? Why don't you do it all by myself?
All by myself. Don't want to be. I guess he's all by himself now. Or he's
Does
with
anyone
Jesus.
know any part of that song other than what Eric just sang?
When I was young. I know the whole song.
Give me the next
Never
one.
needed anyone.
Yeah.
Making love was just for fun.
We're older than you.
Yeah.
But when I think
Eric
of that,
Carmen, the Raspberries were great.
yeah. What was the other band he was in the 80s?
In the Raspberries. Ooh, I want to be with you. I try to remember Raspberry songs. But
Yeah. No,
one hit. The Raspberries were great.
Yeah, but people were like, "Oh, Eric Carmen died in his sleep under." He's like 75.
Who was there? The Raspberries or the Cranberries?
Raspberries.
I played with the Cranberries. I opened up for the Cranberries and the Counting Crows with Jesse Malin. That was fun. And didn't that woman die?
She did.
Yeah, I had a little intrigue thing going on with her sister, who looked just like her. Jack. See, Jack, by the way, Jack Setner right there. This kid right here is the one who actually applauded my Jack, that was you. You applauded my lead, right? And Jack, I'm pretty sure it was Jack. And Jack, Sheila, Jack's the kid who played that Paul McCartney song. So you know what? Let me. Hey, Jack. Oh, I don't know if do I have Jack's number? I want to get. Hey, Jack, I want to have you come on. If you can, you do that if I get the link to you. Oh, how does he? Hey, Jack. You know what you do? Jack, do me a favor. Shoot me. It won't come up on the screen. Shoot me your phone number. I'm going to shoot you a link. I want you to come on. I want to talk about Brian May with you. Can you do that? Jack's like 16, so I may get arrested for having him on the show because we're inappropriate. But the kid's
What
not
Paul McCartney thing did he play?
He played. I think it was "Step Inside These Four." Was it that what it was? It was. It was just whatever it was, and I think he played all the instruments on it. Yeah. So Jack, if you hit me with your number in, and again, if you don't want to come on, I get it. But if you hit me with your number, all right. Yeah. So okay. So send it to me. Oh, he wants Chris Flugmacher. What do you want me to sing?
When I need.
Okay, go, you first.
You got it. You got it. I'm
You
in the car.
go first.
I can't do Leo's here.
When I need love, I just hold my hand out and touch love. I never knew there was so much love keeping me warm night and day. I don't think I can hit that next part. Yeah, he's got that sweet vibrato. Okay, let me see if okay, all right. So Jack is going to send it to me in. Oh shoot, Jack, I'm actually not on the Facebook right. You know what? Okay, I can get to it.
Can you look at it on your phone?
Oh yeah, I can. All right, so Jack's going to messenger it to me in Facebook.
You're going to get 10 of 10 for Flugmacher.
What was that?
You get 10 of 10. Perfect.
I got 10 of 10. I mean, if I thanks, man. If I Flugmacher, if I actually worked up to it, I could probably do that. But I won't be traveling forever. Is that the same song?
Yeah. It's cold out.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I get this from Jack, because Jack. Oh, you know what, man? I wonder if I can find that Jack. Next week I'm gonna play Jack's rendition of that Paul McCartney song.
Band on the Run?
Yeah, I think it was Band on the Run. I'm waiting for him to. I think Jack's afraid of me. He's like, "What is this crazy dude doing?"
Well, you're a little crazy.
I'm a little crazy.
You're a 16-year-old.
But well, I mean, I know all the parents too. So he comes. So through the Red Special group, these young kids get together, and I played drums in Myrtle Beach with these guys, and these kids are good, man. They're keeping the whole Brian May tradition alive, and Jack in particular is super into the subtleties of the way Brian May plays. So he's the person I need to talk to about this, because man, it's it's like a lost art. But guys, but Ian, you talk about pop music. When you listen to Justin Bieber, there's really stuff going on. That's not just pop music. It's perfectly executed. And this is what I mean. Some people have to appreciate it or it will go away. Like when people say, oh, Eddie Van Halen's a shredder. Eddie Van Halen, as Mike Bauer put it, perfect intonation, amazing chords, amazing writer, perfect position, perfect time. He's not just a shredder. Are you an Eddie Van Halen fan?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You're going to musical hell. All right.
My problem with Eddie Van Halen, I think Eddie Van Halen's great. He's a great guitar player. I don't think he's a great songwriter.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? So Dance the Night Away is not a good song?
There's a lot of good songs. He's a good songwriter.
Oh, dude, come on, man. It's Eddie Van Halen.
I understand. But
wait. So you don't think...
I think that I like Van Halen. There's a lot of good Van Halen songs.
Oh my!
There's a lot of not good Van Halen songs.
Like what are
great,
they?
With
wait. What?
With a great band. There's a lot of, especially there's stuff that's not like popular. Those David Lee Roth albums, most of them are great.
Wha-
But there's a lot of stuff.
Wait
as
a minute.
song.
Wait
Now,
a
the
minute.
band's great. The band's always great.
You haven't told me the bad song yet.
I gotta look. I just think they're okay. So I don't think he's a great songwriter.
Oh my God.
I know.
What's the
No,
bad
like-
song? The only song I don't really like is
Love
I
Comes
don't,
Walking In is bad.
no, I
That's-
just don't, I don't like Lonely Ships Upon. No, I like Save. There's a couple.
Oh,
There's
well,
one
that's
that,
fine.
dude, come on. I mean, dude, so this is Love, Dance the Night Away, Running with the Devil. Ain't talking
There's
about
a lot of good songs.
Oh
but
my
there
dude,
was
Hot
around
for
40 years.
Teacher. Stop the screaming, teacher, can't you see? I'm the
Maybe
one-
I'm wrong.
Oh, dude. I mean, you can have your opinion, but gee, oh my goodness. All right, so Jack, I just sent you
they're
a-
one of the bands that I appreciate more now than
Oh
I
my
did
God.
when I was younger.
They're just all right. So I just sent Jack Setner the link, and you guys got to meet this kid. He's fantastic, and I'm going to talk to him about the Paul McCartney thing. But
Good enough.
We're going to talk.
Powerful song.
What was that?
Good
I don't-
enough.
I don't know it.
It's a Sammy Hagar song.
Well, that's not
Yeah,
Van
I think
Halen.
this is. Yeah, exactly.
Look, I love Sammy Hagar, but he ain't no Diamond Dave. He ain't no Diamond Dave. Dude, listen, you guys, if you want to know the greatest three singers of all time, rock and roll singers, listen to Dance the Night Away a cappella, Somebody to Love a cappella, and Maybe I'm Amazed a cappella. Nobody sing like those three. Their voices are instruments unto themselves. So, all right, so if Jack calls in, all right, Paul, I was stuck in traffic a couple of weeks ago and revisited Van Halen 1. Instantly was back in. Dude, and Paul, you remember hearing it? Paul and I are around the same age. Paul, do you remember hearing it for the first time? I went to my friend's house after school when I was in 9th grade, and he put on Van Halen 1, and I left confused. I went home. I was like, Mom, Dad, I thought I was a guitar player. I didn't know what I was listening to. It was like insane. Huh. Wow. All right, here comes Jack. All right, here comes Jack. Jackie, oh, he's got the red special. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. This is Ian, also known as Jesse, and this is the wife.
What's up, Jack?
Jack?
What's up, Jesse?
Jack,
Welcome
what
aboard.
did what Paul McCartney song did you do again?
I did Band on the Run, so you did get it right. And,
Yeah, I got it
I did all the instruments besides the drums because I don't have a drum kit yet.
right. But you play? Did you program them?
Yeah, I did.
It's
You
amazing.
sounded great. If you and did you? So what are you going to play for us right now? What do you got? How old are you, Jack?
I'm 16,
He's 16. So I met
and
Jack.
I live in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. So I think you said you talked.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
told me you had like the house in Lake Geneva.
yeah.
or
My
something like
mother-in-law
that.
has the Lake Geneva. Well, it's in Powers Lake, which is 10 miles. So how far is that from you?
That's like I think it's like around an hour or so. So it's
Um,
not that far.
Yeah. So when we're there in the summer, we're going to get together. We're going to have a meal. Tell your parents we're coming to get you guys.
All right.
So Jack has a Brian May hat. Well, Jack and a couple of other
Kinda does.
guys. Jack, dude, these guys are there. I'm telling you, I played on stage with this kid. He's
So
fantastic.
let him play.
What are you going to play for us? Just give us a little something.
All right, I gotta plug in my rig real quick because I just had my guitar. Like I was like,
Oh,
okay,
so
I better get on this.
Yeah. So plug it in. Just give us a little piece of something, and then I
All right.
need to come up with Jack. If you have a link to the Paul McCartney thing, I'd like to play a couple of like a half a minute of that too. Oh, look, he's got Brian on the wall. Look, see
Oh
it?
yeah. I'll
Nice.
check real quick.
So Jack, me and this guy Ian right here, Jesse, we saw Queen with Freddie Mercury in 1982. So we were blessed.
So we're old.
So we're old. Yeah. So Johnny Suede. Hey, now Johnny Suede. How come Johnny Suede's not on talking about music with us? Johnny's.
Johnny Sway just said Jack is a Brian May haircut.
Yeah. So
He
yeah.
gets his light
So
right.
there are a bunch of people. What's going on? Zach, love it.
1 second, I'm just plugging in my rig.
All right, cool. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too, dude. I wasn't too prepared, so I apologize about that.
No.
it's good.
Listen. You
It's
jumped
not
on.
like you knew you were coming.
But Jack, did you hear my rant and rave about like people just not know? So I put a Tie Your Mother Down. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's and like the hard thing about that lead isn't the shredding and the speed; it's the vibrato. And
It's
I
the
just
feel,
Yeah,
that's the thing with Brian. he has an incredible feel. His solos aren't too hard, you know, but it's mostly just the feel of the solos and stuff. And like,
if you don't get it, it's just not right. It just doesn't stand up, right?
Yeah.
And the bends, the whole steps, and it's incredible. So so what do you got? You want to give us? Can you do? I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm going to make him play Brian May stuff he doesn't necessarily know. How about? Can you do?
Why don't we pick one?
Well, you know, can you? Yeah, but I want him to do.
Let Jack pick one.
If he wants to play, I wonder if he can play "We Will Rock You."
I can.
All right, so
I don't know if it'll be incredibly in time with your thing because of like the lag. But
yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna make.
because of
But
lag.
we're just gonna. But
There's,
we're
there's
just.
a slight lag.
We will rock you.
Can you hear that?
Yep, we can
Yep.
hear it.
All right, hold on. I'll move this chair out of the way real quick for you guys.
See, he's got to do the Brian May pose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he paid his dues
Oh yeah.
time after time. Oh, time
Like
after
that.
time, dude. Awesome, dude. So we have this whole generation. So he and a few of the other guys. Who are the other two guys that there were two young kids? There's an Asian kid and the blonde kid and one other
Yeah.
dude. So you guys have all become friends through
Dude,
like.
yeah. So the guy with the long hair, he's one of my best friends. I was just in Nashville, Tennessee with him.
By the way, just so you know, this guy from England, Paul Salty Hog Sturman, he just said, "Yay, go Jack!" And this guy's a serious player. I mean, like serious. He's a great singer, really great songwriter, guitar player. So that compliment, Jack, coming from him is a big deal. I'm telling you, it's like a really talented guy. So
Great job, Jack.
yeah, man, awesome. So who are the guys? All right, so I'm sorry, I cut you off after I asked you the question. Go ahead.
Oh, so the guy who's at the meetup, one of my best friends, his name is Blakely.
Right, Blakely.
He was the guy with the really long hair, and he just got his new red special. You know, he just had the
Conversion or
it was the Carpentary, if you've heard of him.
yeah, I have actually.
He had just gotten that guitar a few months ago, and I just saw him. We just went to we have some friends up in Tennessee around Nashville. They live in Murfreesboro, and we invited him over. He's like, dude, you want to come over, dude? I haven't seen you since like September. You know, he's like one of my best friends. He's like, sure, dude. And he found a cheap flight.
Oh, awesome! I love stuff like that.
I know. Yeah, we had this. We had my guitar because he couldn't bring his like on the plane because it's United. I don't know if you ever seen the video. United breaks guitars.
Yeah. No. I have guys. I'm gonna tell you. I want.
To all you people at home, this is really Brian May geek talk.
Okay, listen. All right. Oh, so let me actually. I'm gonna give people a little background so they know what the hell Jack and I are talking about. So for those of you who know, Brian May built his own guitar with his father Harold when he was 14, from 14 to 16, and it's just a unique. Brian May tells you in his book on building the guitar, some of it was sheer luck, some of it was planned, but the guitar is just, so I have 3 replicas of it. Is that your only red special, Jack?
Yeah, this is my only red special right now.
Now, is that the special with the conversion on it, or?
Yeah, this is a conversion, and actually,
did
I didn't
Woody
even
do that one?
What's up?
Did Woody do that conversion?
Yes, he did.
Right. Okay. So Woody, guys, Woody is a guy who now works with Brian May's company. I was introducing him from Brian's rep here in the States. Woody is he takes the inexpensive red specials from Brian May's company because he's got different levels, and he puts the real tremolo system. So Jack actually has the right trem system that Brian has with the motorcycle springs, the whole bit. So there's kind of a subculture of Brian May fans who are addicted to getting replicas of this guitar, and people make them from scratch. And I happen to have one from a guy named Andrew Guyton. He did them for the movie, and I got lucky. It just I was literally online after friending him, and he told me before he announced that the guitars were going to go up, and they were gone like 30 seconds later. So Jack and I go to these meetups where people collect the guitars, build the guitars. So you're a Brian May fan built in when you're there, because why else would you be there? But then you're usually a
Jack,
guy.
when did you, I'm curious, when you're 16, at what age did you get into Brian May?
So it was after the movie came out, to be honest with you. It was like 4 years. It was 4 years ago when I really got into music. So it was like around like right when COVID started. And first instrument I learned was the piano. And I started going on the piano. I can play a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody. I can play like the all the live parts. But first instrument I did was piano, and I still do a little bit of piano. Like I've been doing Billy Joel. Like I can do like the harmonica and like the piano at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. For piano, man?
Yeah, and then we're doing, in my band right now, we're doing Moving Out, Anthony's song.
Great song.
But it was 4 years ago. Then in 2021, I had this acoustic guitar that my mom bought me when I was like a little kid, like I was a little baby. And because she knew one day, she always said, I knew one day you're going to get into guitar, you know? And I had that acoustic guitar. And the first solo I remember learning was the Don't Stop Me Now guitar solo.
Such a hard solo. It's all
I know.
Wow.
And it sounded so bad. And to be honest, I still can't play it that well, you know, but it's all right. You know,
Jack,
but,
by the way, I came on one night live. I practiced that solo for about 2 hours, put it on live, and they took it down because I streamed it live and I had the music in the background. So I practiced it for nothing. But again, all right, so that was your first solo. And then
I had this app called TikTok. Obviously, you probably heard of it. It's been in the news, you know.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I know.
We're old, but not that old.
We're old, but we're not dead, is what he meant to say.
And then I started making like these simple TikTok videos where like I would like do like guess the Queen song, and then like one of my first videos ever got like 53,000 likes on it, and that's like kind of what took it off.
Wow.
It got me more into Queen and stuff, and I made that account. Then I decided to make like a group chat, like a Snapchat group chat. And then I got a bunch of guys who we still have the group chat to this day. This is like still around 2021. So the group chat's like 2 years old and we still talk there every day, you know. It's really cool. And since then I joined like the forum, like on Facebook, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then that's what got me more into the Red Special. And then now we're here today. Now I have a mini rig of 8 little boxes that I have. So
cool, man. Cool.
And now you're on the Eric Miranda show.
Now you're on the
Eric Miranda show.
So no, but this is the cool thing that like honestly, like the fact that you're playing Billy Joel and the fact that you're playing Paul McCartney, you know, it's like look, Queen to me, there's nobody better than that band in terms of like 70s rock band, but there's no Queen without the Beatles because they're just the natural progression from the Beatles. And you know, it's just really good that you're staying well rounded. Are you writing also?
I try to. Like, I have a few chord progressions, but one of them I came up with, I realized it sounded too much like Dust in the Wind, so I kind of had to scrap that one. But, you know.
Well, there's only so many chord progressions. Don't worry about it. Like, if you get sued, just say Ed Sheeran sent you. Like they're just all haters. They all want to sue people. There's only so many chords. Write that song, finish it. If you need help with it, send it to me. I'll help you with it. I'm serious because guys like you are going to keep rock and roll alive for real. You know, it's really that's great. And
thank you, Jack.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So, all right, you want to do one more for us? You got something?
I can try hitting up the Bohemian Rhapsody guitar solo real quick.
All right, let's hear it.
All right.
I love his confidence.
Woo!
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, awesome.
Okay, right? This kid hears what I'm talking about. Excellent job, man. All right, dude, listen, we're going to be wrapping up in a few minutes. I really want to, right?
Yep.
If you
Yeah,
feel
I
like
gotta get out on top tonight.
that's good from Paul. Also, if you feel it, write it. Yeah, tell
Yep.
your story, man. Jack, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna have you on again. Yep, Johnny Suede, Killer Harmonics, man. You got that tone dialed in.
Thank you.
Great
Dude.
job, man. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. For real.
I'll see you guys.
And we'll
dude.
have you
Bye,
on
Jack.
again. We'll have you on
Nice
again for
meeting
real.
you.
Thanks,
See you,
man.
Jack.
Thank
Thank
See
you.
ya.
guys.
Wow.
What an awesome
He's
kid.
adorable.
He's amazing. And see, the thing that he can do that I can never do is he can actually be skinny and look like Brian May. You know, I don't know.
He can also be 16.
He's all well. He can also be 16, yeah. But no, but that was fantastic, and I really Jack's a rock star for real. No, but guys, like these kids are serious. I learned a set of Queen on drums and went to South Carolina to. So first of all, my guitar was the guest of honor. Totally, Lori, totally. Jack is a rock star. My guitar was the guest of honor because it's this really coveted guitar. But I also played drums on the gig, so I got to play "We Will Rock You" with Jack. I got to play Dragon. Was it Dragon Attack? No, it wasn't Dragon. I played like 5 or 6 songs with these guys, and "Tie Your Mother Down," "We Will Rock You," and I was like listening. I was like, these kids get it, because I'm telling you, other guitar players, they don't. Brian May is a special thing, guys. I can't believe we talked about Brian May and not Roger Taylor.
Yes, beautiful. Yeah, Roger got some mentions.
Right, Roger got some mentions. And Roger, by the way, anybody, if you want to know how great Roger Taylor is, go listen to Somebody to Love a cappella drums. The isolated track, it's just like, it's just, it's like, it sings. For a guy that doesn't like music, you sure let it. Shut up, Chris. I like Queen. This is what I tell people. I'm not people like, dude, when did you know you wanted to be a
But he
musician?
didn't say he didn't like talking about music, right?
Yeah, no, that she makes a good point, because I used to talk a lot.
Well, and he likes
about,
talking about himself, so it's perfect.
No.
It was a perfect show.
I wasn't. I was talking about Jack Setner the whole time. That kid's
I know.
That kid is so good. As a matter of fact,
if you listen closely,
I'm unbelievable.
he's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. Listen, Jack Setner was really something else. That kid is really and there's a few guys. The other kid, Blakely, he talked about like there was a couple of them, and then this little Asian kid starts playing all the stuff on the piano. Of course he did. He's Asian. Sorry, Kelly, John, and Marcus. Am I allowed to do that because my kids are Asian?
No.
Is that like that? Why?
There's no transitive property of racist jokes.
No.
Oh, so then I just have to be racist?
Yeah, you can make the Italian jokes you made before, but
No, come on, man. I'm just letting everybody in the audience know my daughter's half Chinese, my son's half Korean. Together, they make a whole honor student. But so anyway, yeah, I like talking about music more than I like playing music, but dude. I love it. Guys, I'm just going to, let's just make this a rave next week.
on this note, I got to check out a little early tonight.
All right, listen.
Love you all. Thank you guys for everything.
Yeah, great show, guys. Thanks. It was good to see you, Jesse. What time is it? Are we off now? We got 2 minutes. I'm not going to deprive my friends of.
No, I'm saying goodbye. You guys finish up.
All right, I'll see you.
Great night. Bye-bye.
See you. Wait, it's just me and you? No. This is awkward. No, you get. What do you got to put me to bed? All right, you can go. I'm gonna sing more to Chris Flugmacher if he's still on.
Good night.
What's going on, Bill Houlihan? Bill, you just missed a whole. I don't know if Bill was listening, but we just did a whole show on Queen and on Brian May. Next week, I think it's going to be maybe it'll be David Gilmour next week. All right, is there any other song I should sing a cappella? Anyone? Or should I just play bluegrass on the mandolin? Huh? Any ideas? Any suggestions? Any? I think Chris Flugmacher left me. I'm actually gonna just talk to Chris one-on-one. I know there's like more of you on here, but I'm just gonna talk like this to Chris Flugmacher until he. You're an hour early. Oh, you're in Alabama. Did you go all the way there with a banjo on your knee? Oh, Bill Houlihan, oh, won't you cry? What am I singing for you, Chris? Come on, Chris. You said you wanted me to sing an Elvis song. What is it going to be? That's it. I ran the course. I'm already done. All right. Well, listen, it was great to see you all. Much love to you all. We're going to be signing off. I wanted to sing a song before we leave. I didn't see Dan Volkmer on here screaming about 5G. Makes me feel kind of lonely. I'm lonely. What is it? What isn't it? Is there a lonely song I should? No, that's crying over you. That was flat. What about just walking in the rain, getting soaking wet? That's Johnny Ray, right? Torturing my heart by trying to forget. Okay, in the ghetto and the snow. See, when Elvis does the low and the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. In the ghetto, and his mama cries. 'Cause if there's one thing she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? A child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? And the world turns. Anyway, that's a little bit of In the Ghetto. Man, thank you, Lori. Sing what you want. See? Tell me what you want. All right, I love you all. I'm gonna get going. And thank you, Lori. Look, I can sing the high, I can sing the like kind of rock Elvis and some of the like the early like country stuff, but his crooning, like that whole Vegas era. Did you guys hear the song 7 lonely days and 1,000 towns ago, I looked up one night and you were gone. I don't know why you'd run, what you're running to or from. All I know is I want you back again. Like that guy, like people just like, again, Elvis is another one. Like, oh yeah, Elvis is great. And they start singing Hound Dog. Fuck you. The guy croons. All right, I just cussed. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to go. I used to drink a lot. Now I talk a lot. I'll keep you on your toes. It's the Eric Miranda show. Peace.